Hello, real estate investors. My name is Chukwuebuka Frank, your real estate advisor. And today, welcome on this special edition of my interview session. And you know what we do in this show? We we meet with viable personnel that has really had an impact and experiences on the industry of real estate and sales as a whole. So today I am with someone with a reputable fact and background on that aspect. Uh, Please help me welcome right here with me a very special person by name Mr. Daniel.
Good day, everyone. Yeah, thank you for that very yeah, introduction of me. It's quite it's quite big. Let me just put it like that. But thank you. My name is Daniel Onwuzuka. Yes.
Onwuzuka.
Yes.
Yeah. So welcome on this show. Today we are going to be learning a couple of things about sales, one of which is the sales strategies and insights, and as well gaining skills on your sales endeavors. Okay, so that being said, there's a saying I heard from a wise man who say that business as a whole, the problem of business is sales. So making sales in business is really important because they say if you're not making a sale for a business, then that business doesn't flourish. But it's when one is making a sales in business that what determines that the business is actually flourishing. And in these phrases, you learn that a salesperson is in the middle, because a salesperson is actually that person that triggers the minds of customers and clients, and being able to convince them to purchase and buy a product. So on that aspect, I want to learn a couple of things about background and experience, because every salesperson asks where they come from, which also determines where they are going. And experience is what also triggers and act like a source of inspiration. So that's when one gets inspired and decides to know, okay, this is where I'm going. This is what I need to do. So I want to let us know about what really inspired you to pursue this career.
Okay. Maybe first of all, you'll be about my background. I'm an Igbo man.
Yeah.
You know how Igbo men were always business oriented.
Yeah.
From an early age, my dad had, in fact, right out of secondary school, I didn't get admission on time, and instead of just staying home, my dad put me into his business.
Yeah.
You know, he was an importer, and of building materials back then in Kaduna. And then right from then, I was in the shop. I was already handling the business. He taught me the ropes, taught me how to sell. But where I learned the nitty-gritty, if I what ignited my love for sales and all that was because I mingled with what we call, the Igbo.
Yeah.
Oga have one boy, what they call the one boy, the boys, right? So I mingled with them. In fact, they're the ones that showed me the in and outs. Those boys are very fast on how they convince clients.
Yeah.
You need to be there to see how they close deals, and I get in that their way, and it was very smart.
Yeah.
Caused a lot of problems, but yes, they did real good, and I think that is what kickstarted my career, and from then it's just been sales also. So regardless of the industry, sometimes when women have even told me in my dating life that talk like a salesman. I market them love. I have to even find a way to remove sales from my so it doesn't get into every nitty-gritty of my life. But yeah, so yeah, that is my first experience, and that's how I started.
Oh, okay. So you gathered the idea
From the one boy, from the streets,
the
from the roots of
from
sales,
the
of
roots of
selling.
sales.
Yes, from my dad, of course. My dad is the mastermind, and then the boys taught me the street version. So I married both,
Yeah.
and you know, sales is all about the good and the bad. Okay, you need to be able to, you need to be at your feet at all times. You cannot be caught at without nothing to say.
Yeah.
As a proficient salesperson, no matter what they say, you cannot be caught without anything to say. You always have to have something to say.
Yeah.
Keep that flow. Because one single show of doubt, and the client will also doubt you.
Also doubt you.
Yes, so that's what it is. If you pause, if they maybe ask you a question or they say something, and you pause and you're looking for what to say, you automatically start to plant it out in the client's mind. So you need to always be on your feet, on your toes at all times.
You have to be informed. You have to.
Fantastic. You need to be informed. That's why product knowledge is important. So yeah, we'll dive into all this.
Yeah, that's a great way, really.
Of course.
You ushered in a way that people may seem like it's local. They might overlook it. I feel like I can't learn from this thing. I can't learn from this body.
Those boys know more about sales than me, and you know they get it raw. Yeah. You see sales raw. That's when you go to the market. All those things you hear, hey, my color, it makes you smile, but psychologically they're drawing you to look at what they have.
Yeah.
By teasing you. And you know all those nuances of what sales is.
Yeah.
You know, you have to gather all these concepts to one. And then, you know, being that I'm literate, I've gone to school, I can fine tune it.
You can add more to it.
Fantastic. That's what I've done, yes. So yeah.
So you can learn from anywhere.
From anywhere.
Yeah.
You can learn from anywhere and anybody.
Okay.
Yes.
That's nice.
Sure.
So what are some pivotal experiences in your career that have shaped your coaching approach?
Okay, so I'll just share one experience. I think this is especially for real estate. I mean, since I'm now in the real estate sector, one of the major pivotal experiences I've had that shaped me to be pursuing the sales path. You know, as one of the paths I'm chasing is. I think it was 2021. Still pretty new in the real estate industry, and I went out for marketing, and I was talking to somebody, a prospect, and of course, you know how it is when we sell down with a refinery, there's a pitch. Good afternoon, my name is so and so. I sell down the braids. I have down the braids property.
Attractive pitch.
Yes, yeah. You know the normal. We have lands in Dangote refinery. Dangote refinery is this. You know, you go into all that, and before I could even go into, the guy was reciting it to me. So after I did my name, I wanted to start. Okay, our asset is. He then said, "Wait, your asset is 3 minutes from refinery. Is from seaport."
You know that he knows what you know.
And it was. Yeah. Though you know, I still found a way to go around the session, but it opened my mind to, that means everybody's doing the same thing. If that's the case, the people who are going out to prospect, what are we giving them? What are we now doing? You know, nobody's evolving past that pitch. If he was reciting back to him, that means he has met a lot of people who were using the same thing for him to know it and also recite it back to him. And then when I went home and it opened my eyes, so there's a lot of people that really need to be, trained more in this, and I started to better myself, of course. And being that I already have some, a lot of background, so a lot of experience. Marketing was a different thing. I had to start learning. That's when I started learning psychology. I started to evolve my own skills. I didn't know it was putting me on a path. And when I saw that it was whatever it is I was learning and teaching people, when they put it into practice, they are seeing results.
Yeah.
I say, why not? Pursue this. So it was a pivotal experience for me that, puts me on that path to pursue this career.
Yeah. That's more like you are trying to set out to be different from what every other person is.
So while I'm being different, I'll also teach people on how to be different.
Yeah. And that made you better.
A better salesperson.
Yeah.
better marketer.
So you hear it now. So you have to always try to be different and try to pass what you know to others in order to be a better salesperson. Yeah. So in understanding the sales psychology, you already understand that everything in this world is controlled from the mind, right? So you have to first of all get it right in the mind before you can be able to do every other thing. Because you can get something right, just like a relationship, you can have a good intention in your heart. But if you don't have the right mindset to go about it, you might still get it wrong.
That's true.
Yeah, so I want to understand how important is understanding consumer psychology in sales, and yeah, and how can salespeople use this knowledge effectively?
Okay.
As you got the question right,
Of course. How
how consumers
psychology in
in
sales?
sales,
How important is understanding consumer psychology?
Yes.
I mean, we're selling a product, right?
Yeah.
One of the biggest lessons I learned, especially here in the real estate business, in fact, when I was even learning from those one boys and my father,
Yeah.
as much as you are selling, understand that you can sell oxygen. Maybe when you live in a world where people need to buy oxygen to breathe. If oxygen was a commodity being sold in the world, say for example, every human being needed to buy oxygen to breathe, people will still experience bad markets. As important as oxygen
As important is yeah.
Why? Because even as important as it is, you need to still tell people why it's important for them to buy oxygen,
even when they
know. Because look, there are certain products you think, people jump into business every day. Here in Lagos, every day people are opening several businesses, and every time those businesses are crashing. They said the longevity of a business in Lagos has never exceeded 5 years.
5 years.
Yes.
That's a thriving business or struggling.
We say you set up a business, it takes 5 to 10 years for that business to crash in Lagos. So we've not had businesses that have lasted 100 years. How many? It was what's the name of this herbal products? Alabukum. Alabukum has lasted 100 years. Apart from Alabukum, how many businesses have lasted 100 years in Lagos or in Nigeria? So people raise businesses, build businesses every day, and it crashes the next year here in Lagos. Why? Because they don't understand markets. They don't understand the psychology of the people buying it.
Yeah.
So it's not just something to be thrown away, or just to be ignored. No, it's very crucial. This is how crucial it is. You need to understand the person you're selling to, what they need at that point in time, and how to present it to them. It's psychology.
Yeah,
it's psychology.
And you have to understand of how you can convince them to know.
Convincing is the psychology.
The psychology.
Yes, you might think you're convincing somebody, but you're both of you are just arguing, and no client likes to be argued with.
Yeah.
First of all, nobody likes to be sold to. Nobody likes when they market them, even you. A salesperson, myself, I don't like when somebody markets a product to me. But there's a way the person will present it, and I'll find it, I need this. I find it beneficial and I buy it. But he has sold it to me.
Yeah.
As much as I need it. Right?
Yeah.
But if you don't present it well, unless maybe my immediate need at that time is that product, and by chance I come across you.
Yeah.
That's why you see some people who just sell and they think that's how it is. Maybe for example, in this real estate business, we have marketers who come on board and in their first week they've sold.
Yeah.
And they think, this sales thing is very easy. And after that first sale, they don't sell again for the next 1 year.
Yeah,
I've had them since several cases. Because when it happened to them easily, they relaxed and they didn't want to die for that because they thought it was easy. But they don't know that person they sold, it was just chance.
It was chance.
Opportunity met preparation.
So also we have to be in the right place at the right time. So
that is 0.0000. For it to happen. They say in marketing, you only close immediately 0.03% of the people you meet. So if you meet 10 people, that means you can't close anyone. You have to meet 100 people for it to close 30 people immediately.
And everybody as you are meeting too, you have to consider those facts, those things you need, because some people you meet by want to buy, but you need to convince.
You still need to convince. As much as they need it, they are ready. But why should I buy from you?
Yeah.
Now that's the question.
Yeah.
Now, so you are not just convincing them of the products, you are convincing them that you're a good person. You should be a trustworthy person. You know, your company is trustworthy. The product is trustworthy. You see what you're doing. A lot of things. So psychology is very, very important, especially and much more important for salespeople. You know, as a salesperson, if you don't understand the psychology of any business, that business is going to, that product you're selling, you take so much time in selling it. Takes so much time in selling it. So that's consumer psychology is very crucial, very, very crucial. And how can people use it? When they've studied it, they see the details of it, then they'll know where to apply it. One of the things or topics or courses I teach at my office is psychology of sales.
Okay.
But even I myself have not really have not scratched the surface into why people buy. That's the problem. That's the question. That's the $1 million question. Why people buy?
Something happens along the line.
Why people buy? That's why, as big as Dangote is, you think Dangote sells Dangote noodles, right? He sells his noodles.
Yeah, it's a businessman.
He sells.
He wants to be in your life. He wants to be in everybody's.
Okay, no. Let's leave that part. Let's talk about the noodles. He sells noodles, Abi, Indomie. You see, I'm even calling it Indomie.
Yes.
But Indomie is a brand.
What is in it?
But he's selling Dangote noodles.
Yeah.
But he's popular. Does he need to do adverts to sell Dangote noodles?
Of course.
Why? But he's popular. You know him now. Why would you buy his Dangote now?
Dangote, yeah. Yeah.
So he needs to penetrate that market. He needs to do constant market to change our mind from Indomie. You know Indomie, you see, sometimes some people forget that Indomie is a brand on its own. So they call everything Indomie. Mimi noodles, Indomie. Chiki, Indomie. Dangote, Indomie. Golden Pen, Indomie. But Indomie is a brand on it. So it's still psychology.
Yeah.
You know, it's still psychology. So it's very, very important. It's something that every salesperson needs to look at. Appreciate.
You have to be able to work with your mind as a business.
Understand yourself. Psychology means understanding human mental processes, you know. So you understand who you are, what you're capable of, your emotional processes, how you are emotionally and how you are physically and spiritually. And then you now have to find out who this person is physically, emotionally, spiritually and all that, and how to control them. That's what psychology is.
Yeah, well, easier said than done, but you can always learn. Learning was like this.
Learning never stops.
Learning never stops. And what you feed yourself is actually what you become or who you become. So what's like this is what you have to keep on. You try yourself, keep yourself in it, to hear more of it so that you can be able to set your mind well. So, you know, there's a documentary I was watching the other time about a boy who is a small, like a young person that is an entrepreneur.
Okay.
And actually he has gotten to a level that he's making sales in the business. But now making sales in the business also is flourishing. But the problem now, the question is the age barrier that he is in is actually showing in the business. So that became a case study on how to break that age barrier, even though the boy is actually 7. So it's all about barrier. Like everything is about barrier. You know what you have to do, but sometimes there are barriers there that you need to break, and for you to really surface and come out and say you have actually done that. So, what are common psychological barriers that salespeople face, and how can they overcome them?
I wish I could illustrate with a board and or something, because I also, before I dive into most of my courses, I also bring it up, these barriers, and the one and only barrier, the one and only barrier, every other thing is just secondary. The one and only primary barrier is yourself, your mental limitations. That is all. Every salesperson is your mental limitations. What do I mean by mental limitation? Is what you think you are capable of as a salesperson. So it's what distincts a successful salesperson as someone that is struggling. Because, for example, I'll use the real estate sector as an example. When people come into the marketing space or sales space in real estate, the first thing as a guy, the first thing people will tell you is it's a business that is mostly for what? Women.
Yeah, we hear that every time.
Fantastic.
Even it shows too.
So if you're not a lady, you cannot be successful in this business. And then some people take it verbatim. They just take
Or
it.
even in records too, it also shows that men are still the most successful people in real estate.
But you see, a young guy.
But in sales is different. Women are more likely successful.
Yeah, it looks, yes, of course, because it looks as if women are the most successful. But success is subjective to whoever is achieving it. We're all in anywhere we are for a particular goal. So if I come to real estate, maybe I'm looking for 100 million, right? I'm looking, what is a goal? I have my goal. I want to make 100 million. And I looked at all the industry and I said, okay, real estate will give me this money faster. And I enter real estate. And I make 100 million in maybe 1 or 2 years. Have I not achieved my goal? Am I not successful in that regard?
No.
And then from there I can start. These things are mostly just a platform for you to bounce, gather capital and do what you want to do, right?
Yeah.
But many people are just limited by what that mental state tells them. Oh, this is a woman's business. Oh, this is a men's business. Oh, I cannot do this because of this. Oh, I cannot. And once, whatever it is you feed your mind is going to always, show in the physical.
Yeah.
It always shows in the physical because they are hindering your spirit from shining. So you see, the mental prison is the first and only barrier. If you can break free, you go to, some people go to church and they receive all the message, they receive all the motivational quotes, and they say the whole amen. Even on Facebook, they say type amen if you want to. You type amen. You can type all the amen and shout everything. But if you do not actualize the faith
within you,
physically, if you don't speak that faith, if you don't walk that faith, you'll just be crawling in life. So mental barrier is very important. People have to build their faith more in whatever they do. They have to believe. What you don't believe in, you cannot prosper in it. You don't believe that, okay, this product I'm selling is a good product, or it's going to help people in social way, and it's going to also help you, then it won't help you. Once you believe, oh no, I can prosper in this business, I can prosper in the real estate business, I can be a millionaire in this real estate business. Why? And real estate business can help people become millionaires, and you have that mentality, and you drive yourself and you follow the rules. Of course, there are rules in every business.
Yeah.
Before you know it, success is yours. So mental barriers are the one and only barriers salespeople need to surmount to be successful. Mental barriers.
So you have to be positive with yourself, positive affirmation, and you speak the good things, you speak the positive things to yourself and the beliefs. Because all these things, so it's literally what every salesperson is facing. Though some are facing it, the challenges, some are going through it differently. So some are flourishing and facing the challenges, and some are just still struggling as they are facing it. So everybody have their own case study, bro. Building it up it's something to be actual with yourself, to come out of that barrier. It's really something one has to put a legitimate work on himself to do, I guess. Uh, modern sales techniques. The world is changing, everything is changing, and as people are even, it seems like the world is being controlled by the rich because I once had I saw a post one time online where Elon Musk was saying something about robot being more efficient than human being. So, and an opposing figure like Jack Ma also said opposing the speech he made, saying that it's not so that human beings are more efficient than robots. So this draws a line to what the world is changing to in the modern aspects. So I'd like to know what are some modern sales techniques that you believe every salesperson should know.
Okay. First of all, as a salesperson, you need to know how to penetrate your audience. The technique, how to start up a conversation. Right, starting up a conversation is very, very important skill, and how you go about it. It's the technique, right?
Yeah.
It can come from learning, but experience will always teach you better. You try this, you go back, you adjust and come back, you try it again, and then before you know it, you are an expert. And this is what differentiates us from robots. Not that robots. I'm just bringing in what you just said.
Yeah.
Not that robots were built to make things perfect, but as human beings, if you hone your skills, you'll be more precise. Because now yours is not just, you're not doing this mechanically. You also have a touch of emotional human touch into it.
Yeah.
So it differentiates us a lot. So I don't know what Elon Musk is all about. Where he is at life,
yeah.
But how to start up or build up a conversation, very important. Follow up. You've gotten, of course, every salesperson is selling something, a product, a service, or whatever. How you follow up, you've gotten somebody's contact. How do you follow up? How do you speak to the person? It's also a very important technique. So what are you saying? You have to learn how to talk.
Some people, AI are the ones doing the follow up for them these days.
But for those who know, they'll always see AI is still learning since early stages, so it's still pretty much learning whatever it is giving out, yes. But in the nearest future, it's going to be very good. However, now, like I said, that human touch might not be there from AI. The right time to say certain things, how you understand what somebody is saying.
Yeah.
Because you need to understand who you're talking with. Just how can AI understand silence?
It doesn't.
Fantastic. Just like in marriage, you bring AI. If AI married a woman, you know how women are very complicated. Their silence is also something. You ask a woman, what is wrong? She'll say nothing. That nothing, she'll say something. And AI depicts that. It's only a human being that can. So there are certain things AI might not do for you. You have to be yourself. Yes, it makes the job faster, however. There are certain cases you need to also come in. Until when AI has gotten or learned to that extent. So yes, follow up to, you need to be very skillful at that. Also timing. Timing is also very important. So, how to come in, when to even post, when to chat up a person, when to call a person. How to surmount certain obstacles in terms of objections from your clients. You need to be skillful. Know how to use the right techniques to go about these things.
Yeah.
Right? Because these are what leads to sales, to the closing of the sale.
Yeah.
Identifying your prospect, engaging them in conversation, duly following them up, right? Posting your products on social media at the right time for your client audience to see it, and all that. It all leads to closing. What's the end game? Closing the sales, right? And building referral lists and all that.
Yeah.
So these skills and techniques are very, very important.
How do you really follow? How do you really follow up clients?
Hmm. So of course, from your first conversation, you know the type of clients they're being. Some of them will tell you, "Oh, I don't like being disturbed. Don't bug me." In fact, initially they might not want to give their number because they feel another salesperson. Salesperson are often linked to being a pest. Right?
Yeah.
Good. So nobody wants a pest. So you are not promising the client that, oh, I'm not going to disturb you. I just only once in a while drop important information that you need. So once you get this kind of clients, you classify them. That's the sales funnel. When they come into your funnel, you know where to classify them, right? Into okay, this one is not don't disturb too much clients. So and this one didn't give me any info. So maybe I can be sending. Why I classifying this is so that you're often sending them broadcast lists and broadcast messages.
Yeah.
Because of course you don't expect to be following them up every day yourself. You have a calendar of which you follow these guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you view the calendar, you know when to send them messages. You know when you time messages to send automatically and all that. It can be twice in a week, can be once in a week, can be once in 2 weeks. Depending on the type of clients you have. So that's how you follow up. Just following up just means being the top of mind. So that whenever they're ready, the first person you remember is who. Yeah. That's just important.
So you need to be in their lives.
You have to be at the top of their mind every time.
Their minds.
Once in a while, in their minds, you need to be able to build a castle. And that's what psychology does for you. Building a house in the mind of the client.
So for you to build a house in the mind of a person, that person has to maybe they're thinking about you. You have done something.
So you're not just sending them a broadcast list of what is said out there. You're crafting provoking messages. When they read, okay. How do you read a castle in someone's mind? It's by entering the mind in a way nobody has before, right?
Okay.
Yeah. That's why when you talk to a woman, they say it's on my mind all day. The words you've told her and she cannot forget it.
Yeah.
You know. So these things are what are important.
Okay, that's good. You have to know you have to be able to know the mind of your consumer base, your prospects. Also try to get into their minds and be that thing they want, like what they are thinking about. You bring it to a topic so that you be like, okay, you actually know where they are going in life. So that's good. In the next question, I want to know how have sales processes evolved with technology, and how should salespeople adapt?
Okay. So just like I mentioned, now we have social media, we have status, we don't just have social media, we now have status.
Yeah.
Initially, there's just social media, you put a post and it can disappear from your timeline, right? But there's status, that's somewhere you can watch quickly.
Yeah.
What's going on in this person's life.
Stories and all that.
Stories, fantastic. These things are tools technology has brought up that can help aid the sales process.
Even reels now, they keep innovating the ideas.
You see, so it gets better and better because now attention has drastically reduced in terms of your audience based on the generation. You need to understand the salesman, the generation that your product caters for. Once you understand that, you now understand their attention span. For the older generation, they had more attention span. But for this new generation, attention span is short because there are a lot of content out there. So if your content is not catching their attention, they are skipping you. And if they skip you to that, next time when they see your name, they don't bother checking it.
Even when you have something good.
So you see that it's fantastic. But in the past, you need to meet somebody to tell them what you do. But now, you won't know somebody, but they've seen your products because of sponsored ads. Right? Ads now take your content to far and beyond.
Yeah.
there's hashtags. You can hashtag something and put on your post, and somebody somewhere is seeing it because, and you don't know that person.
Yeah.
Then of course that's for meeting people. For follow up, there's CRM, customer relationship management, right?
Yeah.
Where you can classify clients and their automated messages are always sent to them time and time again, reminding them of what, putting them, or just aiding the follow-up, right? Processes down to the closing processes. So there are CRM tools as technology has provided that will also help. There's a broadcast message if you want to keep it as simple as that. Like I mentioned, these are technology. Yeah. In the past, you have to be texting your client. You have over 2,000 contacts. You're sending a message one after the other. But now you can cluster them and just send them one message.
Yeah.
You see?
It's a way of making everything easy too.
No matter what we think, technology has really helped. And just like you said, AI. Though AI has not been perfected to that point, but soon enough, AI can aid in this process. You just need to feed it how it should go. And before you know it. So technology, yes, has been good to us. I'm glad for it.
Yeah. That's good. So we are not disputing the fact of AI.
No, I'm not.
AI is undisputable.
Yes, AI is very good. It's very, very important too.
Yeah. Well, okay, developing sales skills. What core skills do you emphasize in your coaching sessions, and why are they crucial?
Okay, communication skills, very crucial. Of course, a salesperson needs to know how to talk, know how to pass the message, right? Negotiating skills, you come down to price. Every product has a price, every service has a price. Sometimes you might price below what you're selling, and if you're not good, if you don't have the right negotiation skills, you lose that business.
Yeah.
Emotional intelligence, that's the most important. You need to empathize when necessary with the person you're selling to.
Yeah.
It's just like in this economy, you're pushing someone to buy land, and you know how tough it is. And the person is trying to, without telling you, but it's telling you that, my man, there's no money. And you're saying, actually, if I saw you drive a car now, see your big house, see your fine place. You're telling the person. Yeah, I mean, that's what you're thinking now. Yeah. Just drives a big car, see his big house.
Yeah.
But you don't know the pain they're feeling. You don't know where they are at the moment.
Yeah.
So this is what emotional intelligence will help you avoid. So I said communication, there's negotiation, there's emotional intelligence. This is for me, these three. If not for any other skills, these two are the most basic and very, very important.
The communication skills.
You need to know how to talk. When I say talk, there's both oral and written communication. So how to talk when you got a number, how to follow up, also very important.
Yeah.
Right. If I should even add, I'm trying to break this out of communication. Though it's part of communication, but you need to also learn how to ask questions.
I think, yeah. Questions.
You need to learn how to, because sales is more asking questions than talking.
Yeah.
Those questions are what will give you what you need to sell the best.
Yeah, that's just, it's not like you're just talking and talking.
Everybody likes to talk.
Everybody
likes to at the festival. So why are you the one talking? Provoke them, then they'll tell you what you need to sell them. So it's also a very good skill. Knowing how to ask the right question. Very good skill. It's just like how they say in tech, right? One of the skills every tech bro or tech sis needs is how to Google.
Okay.
To Google.
Yes,
as a tech person.
Okay.
If you don't know how to Google, you'll not succeed as much.
Okay, Googling is
you think is they said it, they know why.
Okay.
Just like we were saying how to ask questions. Asking question is because you are not in the field. You think asking questions is just how are you? Do you like it? Do you like? You don't know. There are certain questions that so Googling. You need to learn how to Google what you want.
Yeah.
As big as Google is has all the answer. If you don't ask the right question, you don't get the right specific answer. So yeah, Googling is very good skill for these people as well as questions as well.
Good for salespeople.
Asking questions is good for salespeople.
Yeah, yeah. So you hear it, asking questions is good for salespeople. So learn fundamentals. It's not just about talking. Learn how to ask the right questions. Okay, so next up is can you share some exercises or activities to help sales professionals improve their negotiation skills?
So it's just tips I have, right? Insights from my little experience. When it comes to negotiating, right?
Yeah.
Do not put all your eggs out there, right?
Yeah.
The client is asking you for a certain price. You now go out and tell them why, all the reasons why the price you give them is the best. No, drop it in bits, break it down, drop it small, right? If the amount that you bring on before you get, and then of course keep the best for the last. Always have this in mind that every client might negotiate, so find something that's very important to the product, associated with the product that you sell, that that if you tell people this, okay, this is a very good feature, or this is a very good reason why I should not price it down. Have that one at the end of at the end, so that when you get there, it's like your last resort. But don't go and tell them every reason why at once. No, break it down. Okay. And then secondly, reiterate the benefits of the product to them. I understand that. Thank you. Of course, you thank them that they've really shown interest, right? I appreciate you showing interest, and but 10 million for this land, I'm telling you, I'm using land because that's the industry I'm in.
Yeah.
For this land of 15 million, it's not so bad. However, these are the benefits. This land in question, where it's located, this is what the promise is going to be in terms of return on investment or profit in so years. In fact, right now you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. The benefit of land to the person, because everything or any product anybody buys is a product that will benefit them, not because of the features of the product.
Okay.
If I say people don't buy iPhone, more people buy iPhone for prestige and status rather than the functionality. Do you know that?
Yeah. I get to think about. I think that's true.
That's why iPhone is priced the way it's priced, because they know no matter what, people will see that 3 million to buy it. But they know when they buy it and they go out and they hold it, everybody will say, "Oh, you guys sold an iPhone 16, big boy." Psychology.
And he's not using that phone very special.
He doesn't know what he can even do. What he does is to chat, WhatsApp, and snap picture. But when you start to show him other functionalities, okay, this my phone can do that. And I've been on this phone for 3 years. So that's the benefits to them. Is it because the camera is sharp? Is it because it's sharp? Or nobody cares. How does it benefit you?
Yeah.
So whatever product you sell, know the reason it benefits a client, and with that reason, you can always have an edge when it comes to negotiation.
Yeah.
And never be too rigid. Flexible a bit. If you say, okay, this is a deal breaker for the client, that's the price, then you can just give in a little bit. I can take out 100,000, I can take out 200,000, not just because, but just to encourage. But nonetheless, this is always reiterate the benefits time and time again, so that they know that you are the one doing them the favor.
But the thing is, as more like somebody that is you're a salesperson for a C2C, customer to customer, you're not actually selling a product that is you own. It's a product you are selling from the company.
Yes, sir.
So they already have the price already. Okay. So you can't really take out if they tell you this price, this is the price. And the customer,
fixed price, right?
Fixed
and
price.
He's asking for less.
Yeah.
Like I said, is the first of all, your prospecting self. that will put you at whether they're client will negotiate or not. That prospecting, that first process. Now you've either the person comes to a shop or you market the product to them. The beginning is very important. I always say that prospecting, that place part where you introduce yourself and introduce your product. If you are not able to present the product as something that is life or death to them, they'll just see it as an option and then they'll price it. Yes, sometimes some people will see that it's very important no matter your pitch and still want to price it. Of course, people always want a deal, right? And if you're in a situation where you're representing a company and it's a fixed price, and your company too is not willing to give you,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. You cannot always get everybody. Another thing, salespeople need to know, you will not sell everybody you meet.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Yeah. That's
yes. So
you have to know, you won't sell everybody you meet. You just have to to rate your prices and do your best in cutting cost for your clients or prospects. Again, next up, the networking and building relationships. I had a section with a coach on this program before, so he was talking about networking, and he said something that is a bit interesting about the business. And networking is like the rich and the poor. So in the business these days, it's more like the poor meeting up with the rich, and everybody grows together and flourish. So putting that here, I want to understand what role does networking play in successful sales strategies, and how can salespeople excel in it?
What I'll say is, first of all, no man is an island, right? Island of knowledge, or no matter how introverted you think you might be, because this is a problem for introverts.
Yeah.
As long as you're a salesperson, you need to learn how to meet people. Who will buy your product? Is it AI? Or the robots? No, it's still people.
Yeah.
And so it's very important. Networking skills is very important. Learning how to talk to people. And without people, you cannot even sell. There's people you have to sell to. So it's very, very important. The role it plays is not even supposed to be questioned.
It's bringing the rich and the poor together,
so identifying functions where you meet target audience, of course, with all the people. Knowing how to see where communication skills is important. You need to learn how to talk to the rich, how to talk to middle class, and how to talk to the low class. There are various words you have to use for all three classes.
Yeah.
So networking is all about confidence and communication. When you open your mouth, the first 3 seconds, what's the first thing you say that comes out of your mouth? And rich people, when they get to that level, that's what they're all about. Time is money for them. So you need to be able to talk sense that first few seconds. It's the first words, first statement out of your mouth. You need to be smart. To be
no time for time.
So you need those skills. You need to have honed yourself. But never be afraid. Failure too is also a lesson. Be a good teacher. People, because they failed something and they have had a bad experience, they just resign into themselves and they don't want to know. It's good to learn from it. In fact, you need to. Failure is really good. People pray to fail so that they can be the best.
Yeah.
Failure always teaches you. They're a very good teacher.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to also be open to fail.
Yeah.
Failure is a skill. Learn how to fail.
Learn how to fail. You can be able to
be the best.
Not just best.
So yes, networking is very, very important, and it goes both ways. Networking with high-end individuals and networking yourselves. So you think you as let me use real estate too. As a versatile salesperson in real estate, I think only you can do everything. No.
Yeah.
Some people, I always say this, there are some people you never meet in life. If you was just you can only meet them through another person.
Yeah.
That's why collaboration is a form of networking.
Yeah.
It's very important in any industry. Salespeople need to learn how to collaborate with themselves to close more and bigger teams.
That's exactly. So don't be afraid Don't be afraid of failure or anything of such nature. Just do what you have to do. Meet people, and don't be afraid to spill your mind. Even when your mind, even when it feels like okay, you didn't say the right thing at that point, you can always learn from maybe learn from those mistakes, learn from all those failures, and keep pushing on. So, okay, next up, how can sales professionals build and maintain strong relationships with clients?
Well, it's through consistent follow-up, remembering their birthdays, remembering important things to them. The only way somebody will hold you there is if you make them a priority at least, right?
Yeah.
If somebody remembers your birthday year in year out, remembers your birthday year in year out, remembers the little things, checks up on you outside as a salesperson, outside the product you sold to you, checks up on you, even takes you out once in a while. Say a salesperson can take out a client. Oh yeah, Peter, what are you doing, sir? I would like to take you out for lunch, sir. I'll take you out for lunch. But yes, you're building a lifetime relationship, so it has to be bigger than what you can profit from this person.
Yeah.
Is that not it?
Yes.
So these are the things you have to make that sacrifice. You have to make that sacrifice. When you have important information that will benefit them, you forward it to them. Oh, so I saw this article, I saw this information, and I thought you should have that. I believe it's going to benefit you in so ways. So they know, oh, this person has me in mind. I'm going to be doing all these things. This is how you build and nurture relationships. Right? And stick to it, be consistent, and before you know it, that person has turned from a client to a customer.
And a friend too.
And that's when it just keeps falling.
So making a friend these days is not easy.
You have to invest. You have to invest and into that person, into their lives, into their growth. For you to build that. And if you think it's important to you, you'll make out that time.
So you don't be stingy with what's your priority in life. You have to be selfless
You have to be selfless
to others. Okay. So next up is handling challenges and rejection. And that's a part that is something that every salesperson is facing. Because you can see a salesperson trying to pitch a market to a prospect on the field, meeting up with the prospect, and the prospect will be like, okay, he's hearing you and he's on the move, and you're trying to hello sir, here's the property, you are this and you are that. So far as you are trying to land into the topic, to the most important part of why you're meeting with the client, with this prospect, then I'll be like, oh no, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Open up and at that point people tends to feel like, oh man, clouds of doubts in their minds, and
are they good enough?
This
is where they are supposed to be. This sales thing is tiring,
It's tiring and everybody is watching you.
I understand, it can be like that.
It
starts from when you are rejected by a woman as a guy, and vice versa. But doesn't mean you should give up. Like I said, failure is a lesson. It shows that, did I do my assignment? When you go back home and you go back to your drawing board, you revisit that situation. How did I penetrate the situation? How did I start the conversation? That is one word that is, was it the right word to use? Did I even look at their body language? You look at all these elements. Better yourself and you go back again. However, what I advise, especially in my industry, is, like we said before, sales, this is what's there about meeting people. As a salesperson, you have to meet people constantly. So ensure you have a lot of people you're talking to, so that if one rejects you, you have 99.
Yes.
So it reduces that. Why people sometimes go into depression and sales is because they don't have a lot of people. So when they see somebody that has shown them into green light and eventually then gives them a red light, doesn't break, they feel dejected and almost depressed because you are just holding on to that person. No, have a lot of people you're talking to. One says no, you keep going. Put that one in a broadcast list if you get his number. In the scenario you painted, maybe you meet them on the road and then you tell you go on, you keep going. Go back and assess situation, how you went about the conversation from the beginning to the end, and do better. So it shouldn't deter you. Never let it deter you.
Yes. Jimron said that life, if you don't have a philosophy as a factor in your life, that you might not always, you might even want to kick out and start and keep doing things, even because challenges, you face those challenges out there, and some of them comes in and you feel like you are not good enough. But when you have a philosophy of life, you get to know that these things are logical things. It's something that they are telling you are not good enough, but inside of you, you can actually do something. It's just you trying to being able to get that best of you yet. You understand? So it's really it's more like you as a use kind of thing.
Very, very important. And also objections are in every business.
Yeah.
So learn your product management, your product knowledge, get the right product knowledge, learn the good and the bad of your product.
Yeah.
That's one thing people do not also do. They don't learn the bad of their product. Every product will have play both sides.
Yeah.
Good cop, bad cop. Play the customer side and play your side. Look for loopholes in your business and have it on hand, ready. Like I always tell marketers in my own area, in my own sector.
Yeah.
Know the whole objections people have said about your products and get the answers to it, and memorize it and have it at the back of your mind, so that when you encounter a client who brings up, just know the whole basic objections, and they are not much.
Yeah.
When they bring it up, you know what to say. When they bring it up, you know what to say. You already have it in mind. Right? So that's how you also handle objections too.
Okay. Alright, so can you share a personal story about a challenging sales situation and the lessons learned?
Okay, so I didn't experience this personally. It was second hand, through one of my team members at the time. Okay. She saw a prospect and approached the prospect, and good afternoon, man. And the prospect told her, "Will you get out?" Didn't even give her the time of day, and it was in a public place, a filling station. It was so embarrassing, but because she already understands emotional intelligence, she just, "I'm sorry," and left. She came and I asked her, and I saw all what's transpired, and I told her your approach number one was wrong. You didn't read the woman's body language.
You suspect the person.
You didn't suspect because the woman was having a bad time, and it showed she was uneasy. She was just so you just smiled and you thought you'd have, if you had monitored and seen her facial and body language, this woman is not in a good place. You might go, that hello won't be hello, it will be, "Are you okay, man?" Concerned. Yeah, in as much as the woman came back to apologize for being rude and then explain to her that she was having a bad time and all that. But just in the case where the person doesn't come back, right?
And this question now you ask, "Are you okay?" You can actually open up a conversation. So
definitely open up a conversation. Even if it doesn't, somebody's maybe they are private people that say, "Oh no, I'm fine, thank you." "Are you sure? I noticed that you look a little distressed from where I was standing."
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what you're going through, God is going to be with you. Kind words. You never know what that door opens up to you. Yeah. And me, from where I was, I saw the woman first, even before she approached. And I explained to her, and she, even before the woman came to apologize, she now understood. So yes, since that's the second hand experience, I think it also was an eye-opener to me. Especially here in Lagos, people are going through a lot. In Nigeria, totally. So you will come with your product and you want to come out. You have to, and that has even taught me to evolve my sales strategies too. So now we should lean into more being empathetic and emotional than being logical. You see what information comes. So learning is always
extensively. You have to be more emotional, but internally, I think logical.
Of course, you are doing that in your mind. You know how to draw the line.
Yeah.
But to appeal to them, you need to appeal to them emotionally. Just emotional selling, right? So yes, these things are very important.
Wow. Thank you for that. So build yourself up, understand your suspect the client first, like you heard him say. Suspect the client first before you approach that client. Know their body language, understand all this. It will actually help you. Okay, once again, so the advice for aspiring sales professionals. What advice would you give to someone just starting their career in sales?
Patience. Be patient.
Right.
Be patient. Patient with yourself. Be patient with the process. Learn the products.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this cannot go over inside. Learn the product. Don't just rush in and think you are not a professional because you know one or two things. No, learn the product. Not just learn the product, be also open to learning more and more. Every experience, every rejection and all that teaches you more and more. And also follow your leader. There are people who are better than you. Watch their videos, ask them questions. If possible, get a mentor.
Yeah.
Right. So you're starting to get a mentor who guides you so that you don't have to go through all they've gone through to achieve to be on your top. It costs a lot of time for you. But learn your product, be patient. Time. People are not patient.
They want quick scheme.
Oh my God. It is word of our invitation, so be patient. Be patient. As a salesperson, you need to learn how to be patient.
Yeah, so be patient, know your product, find a role model, a mentor, and follow in their footsteps. Okay, so another one here is how can a salesperson continuously grow and improve in an ever-changing industry?
Please repeat the question.
How can a salesperson continuously grow and improve in an ever-changing industry? You know, the industry is changing.
Of course, like I said, experience, following the leader. Experience means going out. As a salesperson, you must talk to people every day, right?
Don't stay inside.
Whether online or offline.
Yeah.
Right. These are very important. And watch their materials out there that teach you more and more on the internet, YouTube and all this. This is where you can get resources to learn more and more about your product and even sales and marketing.
Yeah.
Right. So continuously watch that, improve yourself. Do courses, take courses that concerns your field. There are courses out there. Watch podcasts and all that. Even what you're doing now. Someone starting up can see it and can help them out. Yes, it's always, nothing is static, it's always evolving. Watch out for these signs. Experience will teach you better, no matter what. Yeah, experience will always teach you better.
So experience will always teach you better. Yes. Future of sales coaching. How do you see the role of sales coaching evolving over the next few years?
Oh, we need all hands on deck. Education is sales coaching is education.
Yeah.
Sales, right?
Yeah.
Educating the mind of people on how to go about selling. And selling is one of the most lucrative careers in the world because you choose how much you want to earn, right? So we still have a lot of, and as long as that product is good, selling can never end. So salespeople will always be very important. They're the lifeblood of every company because every company is built on product or service. Yeah. And if they don't sell it, they can't make money. Yeah. They can't pay up. So you can be whatever role you think you're heading outside sales. Those salespeople that are bringing the money they're using to pay the salaries and run the company. So you see how very important they are.
Very.
The future is bright, and sales coaches are very important. Why? Because they'll have to educate these people and bring them into the light. A lot of people need this lesson. Yeah. Because people they've come from, they've started, sales coaches would have been yearning from a generation far behind, coming down to now. So all that experience, all that knowledge is needed. There is data. The Americans treasure data more than any other thing. That data can be studied. Oh, Generation X, this is how they thought. Generation Millennials, oh, Gen Zs, this. When they bring you up to it, they understand, oh, you now understand the human thinking process from so time to now. And know how to go about setting. So yes.
Yeah. So you have to understand from the past to
the present. So this is the importance of sales coaches.
Sales coach in the world.
Yeah.
I think the future might be. I think the future will be competitive.
Oh, it's going to be. It's going to be.
Because now, man, even on the social media platform, the competition is that the content creators everywhere is like they have given rooms for everybody to try.
Yes. Very, very important.
Yeah. And as a salesperson, you have to always find yourself in the middle of the whole opponents so that you don't be left out.
True.
That brings me to the last but not the least question here. Yeah, what trends should sales professionals be aware of to stay ahead in the market?
Social media trends. How people, the language, social media language trends. Social media is, of course, is the future, right?
Yeah.
People need to know how to use it. So, but to use certain social media, you need to learn the trend. Take, for example, musicians. You now understand that there was a point in time in Nigeria when you drop a song, you need to bring out a dance. A dance.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
For you to promote your song.
For the stories and social media stories.
And that is the dance that pushes the song.
Yeah.
The trend.
Yeah.
If you are not a smart musician, you just be thinking they are fooling themselves. But no, the trend. So yeah, it's something on social media, guys.
You get into the mind of the people.
Yes. How do you because everything's about penetration. Get into the minds of the people. And you have to get it the way that they understand, in the language they understand. Especially when it comes to target audience. So social media trends, very important. Communication trends, selling techniques rather. How people sell is evolving as according to generation, like I said. How people package their products, package themselves, brand themselves. This is also very important. So these are trends, sales people need to look at going on.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. So Daniel Onwuzuka. Yeah. So thank you for this section, and I'm so glad I had you here. You have been so impactful, and you heard it. The last question here, you said you have to follow up the social media trend, communication trend, to also evolve in everything and in the sales targets for you to be able to meet up, be in the minds of the people. So that being said, this is the end of this section. So till I meet you again, see you. My name is Chukwuebuka Frank, and next episode I believe we'll do more. Thank you, and thank you, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate you doing this. It's very important what you're doing here. You're also educating the minds of upcoming sales people. So I must say kudos to you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Cheers.
See you next time. Bye.